I am Brenda Frazier. I'm the CEO for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northern Sierra. Ron Mittelstaedt and his company and his employees serve for us really as board members, as community members that attend events. For me, the thing that I admire most about Ron is that he is such a devoted family man, and his family is involved in our organization. His daughter-in-law also serves on our board. They own a winery together, Too Good Winery, and donate wine to every single event that we have. He instills that leadership and that positive do-good attitude in all of his employees. They're involved in everything in our community, and I think that he has a true desire to make a positive impact in the community, and by his leadership and his example, he influences the rest of the people that work with him. Simply put, Ron is a good human. I think he does the right thing for the right reason because he wants to make a positive impact in the community. Ron, congratulations on this award.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Bassett, and I'm the Executive Director of Hands for Hope Youth Making a Difference. Ron and Darren have shown up in such huge ways for Hands for Hope Youth Making a Difference, and for me as a person and a new Executive Director and founder. And Ron is so generous with his time that he's met with me and Darren as well. And so he's shown me how to leverage donations, one, for greater impact, and that's been huge. He's also taught me the importance of having a strategic plan and a clear strategic plan when meeting with donors. And then also the importance of collaboration and communication and planning with donors for a successful budget process. Our organization has done so much more than we could have dreamed prior to them making that donation, him offering that strategic advice, that we've had wonderful meetings with other donors beyond Ron and Darren that have come alongside us in a similar way. And so from that, we've been able to grow our organization and impact more youth, and through them, more who are struggling in the community, and support our nonprofit partners. Ron, you are an exceptional humanitarian because you genuinely want to make a positive impact on this world, and you are not shy to use your resources, expertise, or influence to make a huge impact. Congratulations on being the Humanitarian of the Year for 2025.
Hi, I'm Pat McLean, the co-founder of Hanson McLean, now Allworth Financial. And I'm trying to think about when I first met Ron. So we live in the same neighborhood. So I've known Ron probably 20 or 25 years, but just socially. But I went to him years and years ago, and I was with this group. I was trying to raise 15, our goal was to raise 15 gifts for Make-A-Wish. And I'm sure you're all familiar with Make-A-Wish. And I was struggling, so I called Ron and said, hey, can I meet with you in your office? And I'm gonna make an ask. And went down there and he said, well, you know, and I don't know if you've spent time with Ron, but he's really like, let's just get to it, right? When he's in business mode. When he's in social mode, he's a completely different guy. But when he's in business mode, it's like, let's get to it. And I said, look, I'm trying to raise 15. I think I've got 6 already. Can you help me out? And he said, you know, Pat, he said, sure. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give 3 myself, and then I'm gonna go to my executive team, and I'm gonna get another 3. And so is 6 good? And I'm like, 6 is great. This 6 Make-A-Wish, I mean, to help these terminally ill children is phenomenal. I said, Ron, that's great. And then he used Bible verse from Luke. He said, paraphrasing, to whom much is given, much is required. And I thought, man, what a great view of life. Like what a way of just realizing that you've been gifted with these talents, and they're not really yours, they're the world's. And over the last 20 years getting to know Ron better, you see that in every part of his being. So I just want to say congratulations, you deserve this honor. And I'm so glad that you actually moved back from Houston to El Dorado Hills. It's much easier to communicate with you in person, and glad your family is back. Still don't quite understand why you bought the winery, but it sounds like it's a little bit of fun at times. But I think you deserve this just for being Ron.
The idea for Waste Connections came up in the summer of 1997. I was living in El Dorado Hills and decided I would try to start something on my own. So the company was actually formed at my house by my wife and I, and my daughter's bedroom was my first office. I recruited 3 gentlemen to be our founding management members, and from that we bought some locations in Idaho and Washington that were being sold from a public company. And that gave us our start. And we did that on September 30th of 1997. So that was day one. And on day one, we had about 250 employees and about $13 million of revenue. We then took that public. We grew it a little more over the next 7-8 months, and we took a very small company public May 23rd of 1998 on the NASDAQ. From there, it's been a good ride. We have grown to about $10 billion in revenue this year, about 25,000 employees, 45 states in the U.S., 7 Canadian provinces. We're the largest company in Canada, as well as being the 3rd largest in the U.S. We've been very fortunate from day one. Waste Connections operates in about 4,000 communities from about 570 locations in the U.S. and Canada. And we ask our people at all levels to give of their time, their talents, their treasures, and be involved in those organizations that are critical to the success of the community that we operate in. And that's medical, that's education, that's sports, that's the arts. And we ask them to do specifically that, to give of their time, not just their money. As a company, we put up tens of millions of dollars into those communities every year. And our employees put in, I don't know the exact number, but I'm going to guess hundreds of thousands of hours of volunteer time. Giving back is a pillar of our culture that we've tried to create, that we've been very intentional about. Our culture is not for everyone. There's a certain type of employee that gravitates to that wants to be involved in their community and accepts the responsibility of giving back of the assets and the time and the talents that they have. Those are the type of people we try to recruit and try to retain. So it's a personal value to me, but it's a value that is ingrained in the entire company. My belief is pretty basic. It comes down to 2 things. One is that I believe to whom much is given, much is expected. Secondly, I think the line between fortunate and misfortune is very thin. And on any given day, you can find yourself on the other side of the line of being fortunate. And I would hope that if you do so, there's somebody there, there's a network there of people and organizations that will help pull you back to the other side of the line. In 2002, my wife Darren and I created a not-for-profit foundation, RDM Positive Impact Foundation. We decided that the emphasis of that foundation would be for at-risk youth and adults, and that would be our predominant focus of our philanthropic efforts. UCP fits that perfectly. They are serving a portion of the population disabled for one reason or another, from youth to the elderly. For most of those individuals, they find themselves in that situation to no fault of their own. So it fits the fundamental mission of the foundation we've created. And most of our giving through that foundation over the last 23 years has been targeted at programs exactly like what UCP does. I'm very humbled to be honored by UCP as Humanitarian of the Year. When Jeannie Reeves first approached me, I told her no twice, not because because I don't like the spotlight. and I like it to be on others if at all possible. But I know many of the community leaders that have been recognized over the last 20 plus years, and to be considered in the same category from an award standpoint as them is a tremendous honor and very humbling to me, my company, my family. And I appreciate UCP and its board for giving me some consideration and this recommendation.